All right, let's dive into something a little different this time.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive on this Chinese drama.
Hmm.
CEO with mysophobia is obsessed with cleanliness, but can't resist his new employee.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful, right?
Uh,
But it kind of tells you everything you need to know.
it does, yeah. Okay.
And it's really interesting because it's a rom-com, but it also gets into some pretty deep stuff,
Yep.
like, grief, social class, family drama, even the impact of childhood trauma.
Sounds intense.
It is, but in a really engaging way.
Mhm.
So let's start with our main man, Gu Renqi.
Okay.
He is the CEO of this super successful cleaning tech company called Clean First.
Makes sense.
But get this, the guy has severe mysophobia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, like, fear of germs?
Exactly.
That's got to be tough, especially running a cleaning company.
Oh, totally. And it's not just like a little quirk. It seriously affects his whole life. Like there's this scene in the summary where his mom accidentally throws away a cleaning robot and he completely freaks out because it wasn't properly disinfected.
Oh, my goodness.
Right. And then into this perfectly sanitized world comes Xishuan Zhao,
Okay.
who's our female lead.
Gotcha.
She is the total opposite of Gu Renqi.
In what way?
She's bubbly, super hardworking, juggling a million jobs to support her family after her mom passed away.
So she's got a lot on her plate.
For sure. But she's also super determined. She really wants to work at Clean First.
Mhm.
And she even tracks Gu Renqi down to tell him she applied.
That's bold.
Right.
Yeah.
Gu Renqi is kind of intimidating and definitely a little, quirky.
To say the least.
Yeah. So for her to confront him like that, it says a lot about her personality.
Totally. Now, how did these two polar opposites end up,
Oh, their first encounter is epic. It involves a garbage truck.
a garbage truck?
Yeah, a luxury car, and a whole lot of trash.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So Xishuan Zhao accidentally crashes her garbage truck into Gu Renqi's pristine car.
Oh, no.
And they both end up sprawled on top of the car, covered in, well, you can imagine.
Oh, that's a meet cute you don't forget.
Right. And of course, Gu Renqi is freaking out about the germs, not even the dented car.
I can only imagine.
He demands she pay for the damage, but then offers to waive the fee if she returns this lost cleaning robot.
Wait, the one his mom threw out?
Yep, the very same one.
And she just happens to have it.
You guessed it, she found it by chance. Classic rom-com setup.
It is, isn't it? Get them working together.
Exactly. So Xishuan Zhao ends up fainting from exhaustion at Clean First.
Oh, no.
And Gu Renqi, despite his phobia, takes her to the hospital. He even leaves a note offering her a job as a cleaner.
Wow, that's a big step for him.
Huge. For someone who avoids human contact like the plague, it shows he's starting to see past the germs and recognizing her work ethic and resilience.
So there's hope for our germaphobe CEO?
There is. It's this tiny crack in his perfectly controlled world, a hint that love might make us face our deepest fears.
I like it. But I'm sensing there are complications ahead.
Oh, definitely. We haven't even talked about Lu,
Who's Lou?
the friendly motorcycle taxi driver who's totally smitten with Xishuan Zhao.
Ooh, love triangle.
Yep. And then there's Wang Sheng.
Another contender.
She's Gu Renqi's ex, a successful TV producer, and she's back in the picture.
Things are heating up.
And that's not all. Gu Renqi's family, especially his grandfather, is a whole other level of drama.
Oh, how so?
Well, you see, Gu Renqi's grandfather is suspected of being involved in the accident that killed Xishuan Zhao's mom.
Well, hold on. So the guy she's falling for, his family might be responsible for her mom's death?
Yeah, talk about a plot twist.
This just got real.
Right. This accusation creates this huge rift between them, forcing them to confront trust, forgiveness, family secrets.
Heavy stuff.
And on top of all that, Gu Renqi is struggling to understand his feelings for Xishuan Zhao.
How so?
He actually consults his anonymous therapist about being immune to someone he's attracted to.
Classic denial.
Totally. But we'll have to wait to see how it all unfolds.
Okay, I'm hooked. What happens next?
Okay, so where we left off, Xishuan Zhao just found out about Gu Renqi's grandfather and the accident.
Yeah, heavy stuff.
It's a lot to process. I mean, imagine falling for someone and then finding out their family might be connected to this horrible tragedy in your past.
It definitely puts her in a tough spot. Having to deal with her feelings for him while also facing the possibility that his family might be responsible for her mom's death.
Right. And then there's the pressure from Gu Renqi's family on top of everything else.
Oh yeah, his family is not making things easy.
Not at all, especially his grandfather. He's totally against their relationship, thinks Shi Xuanzhao is like completely unsuitable for their family, because of her social background.
The classic rich family disapproval trope.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this is where the drama really gets into like the whole issue of social class and expectations.
It's not just a rom-com anymore, it's a social commentary.
Right. It's like their relationship is this clash of worlds. Gu Renqi's family represents like wealth and privilege, and Shi Xuanzhao comes from a more humble background. Their whole relationship is like challenging these ingrained societal norms.
It's like a modern-day Cinderella story, but with more cleaning supplies.
Exactly. And Shi Xuanzhao, she doesn't back down. She's like, nope, not gonna let you walk all over me. She tells Gu Renqi straight up that he needs to like deal with his family issues and be honest with her about his past. It's like a true test of their relationship.
It's a defining moment for both of them. For Gu Renqi, it's about breaking free from those family expectations. And for Shi Xuanzhao, it's about setting boundaries and demanding respect.
Totally. Meanwhile, Gu Renqi is trying to prove his love for her in all sorts of ways.
Oh, like how?
He's showering her with gifts, spending more time with her, and get this, he even tries to overcome his mysophobia by drinking from her cup.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Remember how we talked about how debilitating mysophobia can be? So for him to even attempt that, it shows how much he cares about her and wants to connect with her.
That's a huge step for him. But is it genuine or just for show?
That's a good question, because Lu, the motorcycle taxi driver who's also in love with Shi Xuanzhao, is not buying it.
Oh, right, the love triangle.
Exactly. Louis thinks Gu Renqi is just putting on an act to win her over. He's like, this guy's not changing for real.
He might have a point. I mean, can someone really change that drastically for love? Or is it just desperation?
It's a valid question. And throughout the drama, we see Gu Renqi really struggling with his impulses. He wants to be close to Shi Xuanzhao, but constantly panics about the germs. It's like a realistic portrayal of someone with a mental health condition. They want to change, but it's not that easy.
A process, not a quick fix.
Exactly. But amidst all this drama, Gu Renqi's mom, Fenki, is surprisingly supportive of their relationship.
Really? That's unexpected.
I know, right? She even suggests that Shi Xuanzhao move into Gu Renqi's apartment as a live-in housekeeper and cook.
Whoa, that's bold.
It is? Maybe she sees it as a way to help Gu Renqi face his fears in like a safe environment.
Like exposure therapy, but with romance.
Haha, yeah, something like that. And of course, this live-in arrangement leads to some hilarious and heartwarming moments as Shi Xuanzhao tries to navigate his cleaning routines and those emotional walls he's built up.
It's like a slow burn with a sight of bleach.
You got it. It's all about building trust and intimacy, But just as things are getting good, bam! Lu discovers something shocking. Evidence that points to Gu Renqi's grandfather actually being responsible for Shi Xuanzhao's mom's death.
Oh no, so it wasn't just suspicion.
It's looking more and more likely that Lu was right about Gu Renqi's family all along.
What does this mean for Shi Xuanzhao and Gu Renqi?
It's devastating for her. She was finally starting to believe in their love, and now this. It's a huge blow to their trust.
And for Gu Renqi?
This is his moment of truth. Does he protect his family or stand up for what he believes is right? It's the ultimate test of his character and his love for her.
So what happens? Does he choose her? Does the truth come out?
We'll have to find out in the final part of our deep dive.
I can't wait.
Okay, so we're back, and things are not looking too bright for our couple. Remember, Gu Renqi is facing that impossible choice. Family or love.
It's like a classic dilemma, but with the added layer of his mysophobia.
Yeah, like how does he even process all this? His grandfather might be responsible for the death of the woman he loves. It's got to be messing with his head.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we see his mysophobia getting even worse. Like, he's trying to control the chaos by clinging to his routines.
It's understandable, right? When everything feels out of control, you try to grasp onto something familiar.
Totally. But thankfully, he doesn't just give up.
Nope, Gu Renqi's a fighter. He sets out to clear his family's name, even if it means going against his grandfather.
That's huge. It shows how much he cares about Shi Xuanzhao and how important it is for him to prove his family's innocence.
Absolutely. He's willing to risk everything for her. But what about Shi Xuanzhao? How's she holding up?
Well, she's heartbroken, obviously. You can't just brush off the possibility that the person you love might be connected to such a tragedy.
It's like her whole world just got flipped upside down.
Exactly. But even though she's hurting, she doesn't fall apart. She's still focused on finding the truth.
It's like she's got this inner strength that won't let her be a victim.
I admire that about her. She doesn't let this break her. She uses it to push forward.
So will their love survive this? Will they come out stronger on the other side?
Well, that's where things get interesting because even the supporting characters play a big part in how it all unfolds.
Like Lou, the motorcycle taxi driver.
Yep, the guy who's been in love with Xuan Zhao all
I
along.
know, poor Lou. He never really had a chance.
But you know what? He ends up being the one who finds the evidence that proves Gu Renqi's family is innocent.
What? Seriously, talk about a plot twist.
It's pretty amazing, right? He puts his own feelings aside to help the woman he loves.
That's true love right there.
It is. He realizes that sometimes loving someone means letting them go.
And what about Gu Renqi's grandfather? Does he face any consequences for his actions?
Well, the drama doesn't really go into any legal stuff since there's not enough evidence to, charge him or anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But he does face consequences, like his relationships with his family become really strained, people lose respect for him.
So it's more like a social punishment.
Exactly. His actions lead to isolation, even within his own family.
It's like a reminder that sometimes the worst punishment isn't legal. It's the loss of the people you care about.
And their trust, for sure. So, okay, enough about the side characters. What about our main couple? Do they get their happy ending?
They do. After the truth comes out, Gu Renqi goes all out to win Shi Xuanzhao back. Grand romantic gestures, heartfelt apologies, maybe even a hot air balloon ride. Who knows?
Of course. It wouldn't be a rom-com without a grand gesture.
Uh-huh, exactly. But beyond the romantic ending, this drama really leaves you with a lot to think about.
Like what?
Well, for one, it shows how love can change people, even those struggling with deep-seated issues.
Yeah, Gu Renqi's journey with his mysophobia is really powerful. It shows that healing and growth are possible, especially with the right support.
It also highlights the importance of communication and being vulnerable in a relationship. Keeping secrets and not being honest with each other can only lead to more problems.
Totally. And at its core, this drama reminds us to look beyond appearances and social status and see the person for who they truly are.
It's a good reminder for all of us.
Definitely. So if you're in the mood for a drama that'll make you laugh, cry, and believe in the power of love to overcome anything, this one's for you.
I agree. And as we wrap up our deep dive, we want to leave you with this question. How do you think this drama's portrayal of mysophobia challenges stereotypes and promotes understanding of mental health? Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time.